Hey you guys, the lure of escapism through technology remains as relevant today as when sci-fi first explored these themes decades ago. But as VR begins to reshape our real worlds, what lessons do these films and anime convey about escapism? The 1982 film Tron was one of the earliest to examine the promise and perils of virtual worlds. In the original Tron, Jeff Bridges' character, Kevin Flynn, gets zapped into a virtual world where programs fight for survival on a massive grid. This virtual reality precursor predicted online gaming worlds like VR chat, where users can create avatars and interact with each other in a shared digital space. Tron highlights the potential dangers of these spaces too, like addiction or losing touch with reality, as we see with people today whose gaming habits ruin relationships or derail careers. But virtual worlds also provide opportunities for connection across borders and meeting people we'd never encounter in real life. The key is finding balance between the real and virtual worlds. These virtual escapes can have an emotional toll when they end. As one VR user described it, "I just got a Quest 2 and I've been loving it. The one problem is that when I exit, I just feel sad. It's hard to explain. Like, not teary sad, but a sort of inability to feel happy." Now, if we look at Sword Art Online, it follows characters who are unable to log out after being trapped in a virtual RPG against their will. This explores valid fears that as VR technology becomes more advanced, hacking or glitches could have dangerous real-world consequences if safety controls and regulations aren't put in place. But it also demonstrates VR's potential to empower accessibility for disabled players. Sword Art Online speaks to ongoing debates around ethics and security in emerging tech. While being cautious about excessive escapism, it's worth noting that VR can provide temporary relief, but we have to be wary of it becoming a damaging avoidance tactic, as one Redditor cautioned. You shouldn't use VR to escape your problems. They will only worsen. Surrogates depicts a world where people stay at home in isolation, interacting through idealized robot avatars that allow them to lead risk-free lives. While this speaks to fantasies of escapism and inhabiting an idealized identity, it also reflects some negative trends stemming from internet culture. Some feel emboldened to behave more aggressively through the buffer of an avatar or online anonymity. Excessive comparison of oneself to the carefully curated lives people present on social media can also breed disenchantment. But positive impacts like providing safe spaces for marginalized groups to build communities are also possible depending on how these technologies are used. Other pieces of content, like the anime.hack and the movie Gamer, explored the pitfalls of escapism and dehumanization. Common themes include losing bodily autonomy to technology and preferring synthesized fantasy worlds over meaningful reality. While exaggerated, these dark visions do offer food for thought. However, we must balance cautionary perspectives with the profoundly positive potential of virtual worlds. If leveraged conscientiously, VR could provide inclusive spaces for marginalized groups, transcend physical limitations, or enable seamless education and training through immersion. So while we appreciate dystopian sci-fi scenarios, virtual technology is not inevitably doomed for darkness. With an informed public and ethically minded policies and norms, immersive technology could positively augment our lives. But balance is crucial. Moderation and integration with real-world connections will be key. Excessive escapism could carry risks, but judicious use could carry rewards. Fictional visions offer exaggerated outcomes to make us ponder important questions about emerging tech. Will VR and AI transcend physical limits or enable dangerous new avenues of escapism? Can they cultivate inclusion or feed harassment? How will they impact mental health? By asking these questions now, we can chart the wise way forward. Escapism is the allure of using virtual worlds to avoid real-world problems. This raises valid concerns when we look at issues like gaming disorders, depression, and anxiety exacerbated by social media overuse. As digital natives come of age in a world of ubiquitous technology, we have a responsibility to make wise choices around integrating the virtual and the real world. Moderation and balance will be crucial. Moving forward, we must equip future generations to navigate these frontiers responsibly. With ethical policies and technological literacy, virtual worlds could unlock amazing potential for accessibility, empathy, and inclusion. But we must stay vigilant against letting immersive tech and escapism run rampant at the expense of human connection. What are your thoughts on the advancements of VR and augmented worlds? Let me know in the comments, and if you need something else to watch, check out this video right here.